Good morning, everyone. Already we have discussed the syllabus. Now we will start discussing today the second unit, that is corrosion science. The various topics in this chapter are introduction, types of corrosion, mechanism of chemical and electrochemical corrosion, galvanic corrosion, and concentration cell corrosion. Second topic, factors affecting the rate of corrosion, that is nature of metal and nature of environment. Third topic is method of corrosion control, that is cathodic and anodic protection. Fourth topic, we have to discuss protective coatings. For that, we have to first see what is the surface preparation before application of protective coatings. Types of protective coatings, there are two types, the metallic coatings such as the hot dipping, cladding, electroplating, cementation, etc., and non-metallic coatings such as chemical conversion coatings, powder coatings, and at the end, we will study few cases about the practical problems of the corrosion. So, we have to discuss about what is the corrosion science. It is a branch of chemistry in which we are going to study the all about corrosion process. Now, we can define the corrosion as the decaying or destruction of metal due to its chemical or electrochemical reaction with the environment. When the metal is extracted from its ore, as in case of metallurgy, always metal is set free along with large amount of heat energy associated with it because it is highly exothermic reaction, and therefore freshly separated metal is highly unstable, and in order to get the stability it will try to react readily with the various constituents or gases from the atmosphere, which is nothing but corrosion. So corrosion is the most obvious process from metal point of view, because by combining with all constituents or all possible constituents from the atmosphere, it gains the stability, and even if it is a big problem for us, because corrosion is not a favorable process for us, that we are going to study in subsequent lectures. So metallurgy is the reduction. We have to remove the metal from the ore, and corrosion is the metal get converted to various products. So what is the criteria, or how you will come to know whether the metal is corroded or not? So when the any metal is in pure form, not associated with its oxides, sulfates, chlorides, phosphate, etc. That is when the metal is in pure metal, but not in the form of metal oxide, metal sulfide, metal sulfates, metal chlorides, metal phosphate. Then we will say that it is corroded. Now we can see these are the few examples where you can see the corrosion of the metal. The all the examples you can see the corrosion of the metal, that is iron, and the special name is given for the corrosion of metal, that is rusting of iron. Now, before studying the consequences of corrosion, we will first see why there is a need to study the corrosion in our syllabus. Being the engineer of future, we have to work out the process of corrosion, and even if we will not remove this problem completely, we will try to reduce it the extent to which it occurs. The statistical data supports that about $20 billion we are using for a problem of corrosion per annum across the globe, and therefore even if we cannot reduce it, we cannot delete it completely, the extent to which it occurs, we can minimize it, and therefore this topic is there. Now, what are the probable consequences of this process? First, the loss of efficiency of the process. If any metallic machine is operated and if it is corroded, obviously the efficiency of the machine and so also the production is considerably affected because of corrosion. Life of the machine or equipment is reduced. If certain part get corroded, there is a necessity to replace it by the newer part so that the efficiency doesn't get hampered and also the life of the equipment will increase. Next consequence is the probability of plant shutdown. If you will not replace the corroded part of the machinery or the equipment, one or other day, definitely plant is likely to shut down, and there are also the chances of possibility of accidents and hazards. There are two types of corrosion, mainly dry corrosion, also known as direct corrosion, also known as chemical corrosion, wet corrosion, also known as the electrochemical corrosion or indirect chemical corrosion. The dry corrosion is due to attack by the dry atmospheric gases such as O2, CO2, SO2, H2S, NH3, NOx, etc. The main gases which are responsible are O2, CO2, H2S and SO2. Out of this SO2 and H2O, they form the poisonous compound along with the corrosion product. Whereas wet corrosion is due to the aqueous medium in which the metal is placed, and it gives the formation of anodic and cathodic areas. Now, one special type of dry corrosion, we will see the corrosion due to oxygen. It is also known as oxidation of metal. There are two views given for the oxidation of metal. One view says that oxidation itself is a corrosion of metal, whereas another view says that oxidation is a protection of metal from the corrosion. Both the views are equally supported by the facts and figures, and hence we will accept both the views as per the condition. Now, what is the mechanism? We will try to understand. When any metal is exposed to the air or atmosphere, the oxygen molecule from the air or oxygen, they get adsorbed, get physically held on the surface of metal. If we will see the metal surface under the microscope or from a very short distance, we will see that the metal surface is not smooth, but it has the pores or cracks on its surface. So this oxygen molecule get physically held on the surface, which is called as adsorption. After the adsorption of oxygen molecule, the oxygen molecule get dissociated into the oxygen atoms. In one molecule, there are two atoms. So as shown in this figure, there are the two oxygen atoms. Next step is the metal. You know that the metals are good conductors or they are the donors of electrons. So metals here loses the electron which are taken up by your oxygen atom. Due to loss of electron by the metal, metal forms the cation or positively charged metallic ion, whereas oxygen forms the negatively charged ion, oxide ion. This M plus 2 and N minus 2, N oxygen minus 2, they combine to form the oxide film which get deposited on the surface of metal. So this is the mechanism we have seen. Now these are the reaction. First reaction, there is a loss of electron which is also called as de-electronation or oxidation. The metal undergoes oxidation or de-electronation to form metallic cation. These electrons are accepted by the oxygen atoms to form oxide ion. The metal cation and oxide anion, they combine to form metal oxide on the surface. So first we have seen oxygen molecule get dissociated into oxygen atom. Metal undergoes oxidation to form metallic cation by loss of electron, and oxygen get reduced by accepting the electron coming from metal to form O minus 2. M plus 2 and O minus 2, they combine to form metal oxide on the surface. Now, the oxide film developed on the surface of metal can be any one out of the four given. First type, it can be porous in nature. What do you mean by porous oxide film? Porous oxide film means having pores or cracks on it. The examples in which the number metals in which you can see the porous oxide film are lithium, potassium, sodium, magnesium. And here the oxide film is porous because the metallic surface has cracks or pores on its surface. Then here since the oxide film being porous, the corrosion continues till all the pores or cracks on the metal surface get affected by the oxide ion, and therefore corrosion continues. Second type of oxide film, we can see it is a non-porous oxide film. It is observed in case of aluminium, chromium, copper, etc. Now, whenever the oxide film is non-porous, it is always protective because it has no pores or cracks in it, and therefore the oxide film protects the underlying metal from further corrosion. So as soon as it is formed, then it protects the underlying metal from the corrosion. Third type of corrosion is the unstable. कौस्तुभ घेऊन जा फोन आला तुला घेऊन जा ना बेटा पप्पाकडे दे हॅलो हा बोला का हा मी बोलते मम्मीच बोलते बोला हा चालेल ओके नाही म्हणले ते नाही करत म्हटले मी नाही करत ना ते तोडता येत नाही आपल्याला मागच्या वेळेला आहे ना आपण अशा तुमच्या दरम्यान तोडण्यात आम्हाला नाही का महानगरपालिकेची ड्युटी जाते ना ते बोलवलेच नको पण त्यांना आता तुम्हाला मी त्याचं हे पण दाखवतो काय आपण परवानगी घेतलेली परवानगी आपल्याला सोमवारी मिळत त्याच्या पुढे ती पाहते ओके चालेल ओके नक्की चालेल दुसरं आहे का ना तुमच्या वरतीच आहे ना एक 5व्या मजल्यावरती एक नवीन